If you're like me, you're probably interested in watching the RuneFest livestream to see what Jagex had planned for us in 2025 and 2026. I wanted to come on here to chat about it, what my opinion is, was it good, and whether it is a little too late for Jagex to kind of save their reputation after the controversial year they've had so far. So let's talk about what we already have in game. So that's the combat achievements and the interface sharing. We will start with the interface sharing, which is self-explanatory. Create an interface and share it with those who want to use it. I think it's a great tool for those who are new to the game and are struggling to figure out what exactly they need on their screen, so they can copy their favorite RS content creator or use one of their friends to help them get a better understanding on the interfaces. So in my opinion, a good update and a very positive one. So combat achievements. This should have been in the game, in my opinion, years ago, but the fact that we waited this long, despite that, I think it's been a really good update for what RuneScape needs right now. I've enjoyed going back to old bosses, trying to defeat them as quick as possible, and I've managed to do the easy and medium tasks myself. I have also just enjoyed the challenges and the ridiculous ones that there is with the Grandmaster and Master achievements. Some may be ridiculous and it is a massive learning curve, but you know, it's a great achievement for those PVMers who want to really try and challenge themselves and be the best of the best. So great update, and it's been way too long for this update to come out. 110 runecrafting, or 110s in general. Now this is purely my opinion and some people may disagree, and that's fine. Everyone has the right to express how they feel. For me, spring to summer content doesn't excite me. I didn't do 110 mining, woodcutting or fletching, and will probably not do 110 runecrafting. The skill alone I find really boring, although I do see the benefits it has for those who do love skilling. Be able to make some good money on release. I would say most 110s are great for skillers, but for me, just another thing I need to grind to max my account. I'm very mixed on whether this will be a good update, but it comes from a person who doesn't get excited about skilling. Let me know your thoughts, why you're excited for 110s, I would love to hear it. New quests, again, I think for me, new quests aren't really a bad thing, not really something I am interested in, but Lorehounds I imagine are quite interested in this. I don't know what the story is of the quest line in the desert, but if it's good, let me know. I know it's one of the oldest quest lines. I think the positive side of this is that they are releasing quest lines and quests gradually to unlock something towards the end. I know the new boss is locked behind this quest, which is somewhat annoying, but I think the positive side of this is that they're slowly releasing it, so you have that good long time scale to do the quest before you get to the boss, so you don't have to rush and do this quest then do the boss. So hopefully when these quests come out, you've done them, a few weeks later you're able to access the boss, which is a good thing. But if I were to choose not to lock a boss behind the quest, I would. I think it's not right. I think it should be accessible for everyone and not behind some skill requirements at a quest. It wouldn't be a RuneScape roadmap without a new boss being involved, and then we have it, the Amascut boss. We don't know much about the mechanic wise, but what we do know is they are taking some mechanics from fan favourite bosses like Zami, Solak, Virago and Talos and using it in this boss, which is great. And on release they are doing a little bit different. There is going to be a challenge mode, which is the first team to do the challenge mode will unlock hard mode and normal mode for the entirety of the RuneScape community. So it will only be on challenge mode on release. Once the team does that on challenge mode, it will be unlocked for everyone. So I imagine they'll get a first record announcement, which will be great. Big bragging rights. I won't be doing it because I'm not that good, but yeah, you know, there's someone out there that will. And obviously the new tier 95 Necro, Magic and Melee. Don't know the effects yet, we'll wait later probably until some sort of release will come out and the details on that. The only negative I have about this is that it's a group boss and it could possibly be locked behind a quest. Now if you're like me, normally I just look at the roadmap and see the latest boss and I think yeah, that's cool. However, Jagex this year has announced leagues, which I'm honestly been dying to have in RuneScape 3 since Old School released their ever first league. I think it's such a great idea. I think RS3 needs something like this, something just very different to the normal, here's a boss, kill it. It's going to be exciting, there's going to be challenges. I really hope Jagex nail this on release and don't make it just like a fresh start world. They have the foundations of Old School, all they need to do is just make that into an RS3 version and hopefully they will nail this on release. If they don't, I fear for the worst, but let's stay positive. Let's hope they nail it. And I am really looking forward to this coming out. So the last big thing was the new area expansion, Havenhythe. Now, I was very surprised to see this. I didn't expect this to come out. I knew there was talks of a new expansion. I just didn't think it would be coming out in 2026. Now, I saw the trailer of this. I will link it in the description down below. I honestly really enjoyed it. A new area, a continuation on the vampire questline, which I actually really enjoy, and the possibility of visiting the vampire lands itself. Possibly a new boss, new skilling area. I'm hoping they really, again, nail this one and don't make it dead content on release. They really need to do what they did with Prif. After all these years, Prif Dinas is still a great expansion to RuneScape. So if they make it like that or something similar and a more, I guess, maxed version to Prif Dinas, I think they've really got a good thing going. And possibly a new boss in the area for the vampire questline. Again, can't wait to see more. I'll link the trailer down below. Really watch it. It's such a good trailer. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good update. So what are my final thoughts on this roadmap? For me, the first half just doesn't really cut it. There's nothing in there for me that really gets me excited for what's to come early this year. And I think I would be a bit more positive about it all. But however, with the announcement that Jagex made about the possible price increases, the ads in-game, I think Jagex has really damaged their reputation. Still from this day, they haven't addressed the elephant in the room, and they've gone with the approach of let's give it a few weeks, a month, let's release a roadmap, and hopefully the players have forgiven us, forgotten, and moved on. But for me, and probably most players that play this game, we haven't forgotten. We still want to know what's happening, what's going to happen to our membership, and are we going to get ads in our game? They need to address this problem. I am mixed. I'm excited for the end of the year, however, the new boss, more combat achievements, leagues, and this expansion. But I do fear the longer Jagex leave it, I think it's just going to damage them even more, and it might just be a little too late for them until they address these major issues. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong to think this? Leave a comment. Love to see what you all think. And I just want to say thank you and goodbye.